Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Rebels TV. Yes, we're back. Our first, well, I suppose you could call it off-season, but there is no real footy off-season these days. But our off-season edition, if you will, of Rebels TV. Sean Kelly's my name, in the host chair as always, and joining me, as he always does, AFL Victoria Talent Manager Phil Partington. Pardo, welcome back.
G'day Sean, great to be back, and yeah, it's been a busy couple of weeks.
It certainly has. I think it's been a month since we've last been on Rebels TV, and you can't exactly say that it's been a feet on the desk month because there's been plenty happening in Rebels land.
Yeah, presentation day yesterday, Sean, finish off the season for the 2007 season really well, really enjoyable day, bit of fun, and Combine just finished last week too, Sean, so yep. I think the boys will be pleased that Combine's finished as well.
Yeah, I think you're right. We'll touch on the presentation day first because it was another fantastic day down at the St Patrick's College Old Collegians Pavilion yesterday. Well, Monday. We're saying yesterday because we're filming this on Monday. It was on Sunday, of course, the presentation day. A great day. And the 2017 Adam Goods Trophy, quite deservingly, going to the skipper, Callan Wellings.
Had a fantastic season. I think out of the games, he's probably not polled in about 3 or 4 games for the whole year. So one game. So well, that's a fantastic effort by Callan. Thoroughly deserves it.
He did indeed a fantastic effort, and we actually caught up with our 2017 Adam Goods Trophy winner during the day, not long after he was presented the trophy. So let's catch up and see what he had to say about it. Our skipper and our best and fairest, Callan Wellings. Here on Rebels TV with not the Mars Player of the Week, but the 2017 Adam Goods Trophy winner, Callan Wellings. Congratulations, Cal, your first Rebels best and fairest.
Yeah, I'm very humbled to be awarded the award, and it's been a great day here, and it's been some very deserving award winners, and I've been pretty fortunate to take home the best and fairest for the Rebels.
Tell us about your season in a nutshell. Obviously now it's old hat. There's been a few weeks going on since the end of the season. What's your main reflection on season 2017?
Oh, I think although some people might look at the Rebels season as a win-loss ratio, it wasn't that. So, I mean, today the boys here, the relationships we've formed, the friendships we've made, the 2017 season was a great success, and one I'll never forget.
Set up a win in the best and fairest earlier, had averaged 30 votes per game for the first 6 games of the season. Did you think your first start of the year was that good? And obviously your first full pre-season in a couple of years as well. Yeah,
so it was great to get a full pre-season, not with the Rebels, with the Roosters as well, so in the VFL program. So I did come into the season feeling confident in my body, and then I'd improved as a footballer. So yeah, it's good to get a kick earlier on and play a couple of good games, string a few together. But yeah, as I said, it was good to set up. I got a few votes early, which was good.
Holding every game you played bar one, but more importantly, you also played a bunch of games with the VFL team this year, the Roosters. How do you think that's going to help your football development going forward?
Yeah, Mark Gregg and the Rooster program has been unbelievable for not just me, for Lloyd Meek, Flynn Appleby also got opportunities this year. So it's really sad to see that, you know, boys in the Rebels next year might not get that opportunity, but might get it elsewhere, which is great. So we can't thank them enough, and the VFL has been great. And then whatever my next step is in football, or the exiting players here, whatever their next step is, VFL opportunity or something like that, I mean, it's just continue to strive as a good footballer and to be the best you can be as a footballer. So I was very lucky to get that opportunity this year.
Have you thought about that next step yet? Obviously, we're all hoping that on the 24th or the 27th of November that your name gets called out by an AFL club. But if that doesn't eventuate, have you put some thought into what comes next?
Yeah, obviously the draft plays a big part in your mind now, and after Combine's over, you're in the dark a little bit, you could say, Sean, about till draft night if your name comes out. But I certainly believe I've got to have a plan B heading into that time at late November. So yeah, I've put a bit of thought and had a few conversations already with some people about potential 2018 options as a footballer and where that might lead me. So yeah, I'll look at that further in a month or so, Sean, and we'll play it. Hopefully, as you said, a couple of us get our name on an AFL list.
Well, Cal, congratulations on a fantastic 2017 season. You had your name to a pretty impressive honour roll now. Best of luck for the rest of the future and whatever it holds. Hopefully it's a name read out on draft night, but if not, we wish you from the Rebels all the very best in your football journey.
Thanks, Sean. Thanks for everything you've done. Cheers.
Callan Wellings, the 2017 Adam Goods Trophy winner. Also fantastic effort by our place getters as well. Our runner-up, Aidan Domick, had a slow start to the year. Hit his straps come round 7 though, did not miss polling in a game after that. And it was our top vote getter 5 times in that period. A great second half.
Sean, he's had an outstanding second half of the year. Really had the disappointment not making Vic country, working truly hard on his game, and great to see him get runners up.
And Flinny Appleby, our third place getter, his last 6 weeks of the season, he polled very, very well to get himself into that third place position, and also got some votes in the North Ballarat Roosters VFL Best and Fairest during that time frame as well. So his last 6 weeks of the season were absolutely spot on, and it's gained him some interest because of it.
Yeah, Sean, he just finished the Rookie Me Combine on a Saturday and got invited to their late call-up, which is great for him, and just did extremely well. So credit to our strength and conditioning staff for the way they prepared our players.
Some of our other awards on the day that we'll quickly touch on: our club awards, our Graham Alexander Outstanding Service Award. Damien Ross, our under-16 coach, a fantastic effort by Rossi, obviously not just this year but throughout his 10 years with the Rebels.
Oh, he's been a great asset to our program, Sean. For 9 years he's been involved, not only coaching the 16s, but an assistant coach, chairman of selectors for the 18s program as well, and a great mentor to a lot of people around the program. So Buster deserves everything he got for that award.
Certainly does. A fantastic person and a great asset to our football club. Speaking of great assets to our football club, our Tony Frawley Best Club Person Award. Robbie Waters, fantastic couple of seasons. Unfortunately though, Robbie's moving on. Well, unfortunately for the Rebels, fortunately for everybody else in the football world, Robbie moves on. He goes into the AFL system.
Well, we're big about developing people, and not only players but also staff members, and Robbie getting the opportunity to go to the Kangaroos or North Melbourne Football Club VFL team as assistant coach is a fantastic feather in our cap, but also Robbie's cap, and he's worked extremely hard from local club footy into the Roosters program, back to local footy, into the Rebels, and now getting the opportunity at AFL level, which is fantastic for him.
Our Sewell Trophy winner, our best first year player, Thomas Berry, came 5th in the Best and Fairest. Early on in the season was really high up in the top 3 for most of the first part of the season until he got injured. Somebody with a very bright future.
Has got a bright future. Just look after his back. Sean, a bit of a stress factor in his back there. So look after him. He'll have a great year next year, I believe.
Our Coaches Award winners, Trent Reid and Lloyd Meek, with Meeky also winning the Players Player Award. Fantastic seasons by both of those gents.
Well, certainly Trent Reid, he's been Mr. Fix-It a bit, that midfielder Mr. Fix-It. They can do everything we might ask for him. He's a really committed young man, coming from Cobden Footy Club, and Meeky's had a fantastic season, so improved from last year, and he's been inside the realm of the Rebels as a trainee, and it's good to see that actually his teammates had voted for him for the values for the Players Award. And
the most interesting award for the day, you could argue, our Personal Growth Award, our Land, Sea or Air Award. Jackson Taru winning that award this year, spinning the wheel of misfortune. It could have been on land, which was V8 Supercars Hot Laps experience, which Jared Corifer experienced as the 2016 winner. It could have been air, which was skydiving, tandem skydiving, jumping out of a plane, or it could have been sea, swimming with the sharks. Which one did you end up spinning up, Pardo? Remind us.
Yeah, you got the sharks, so I don't think there's much water in Ararat.
No.
So hopefully he can swim, but really good to see Jacko winning that award, who's been a fantastic person through our program for 3 years from the under-16s, and to see him grow within our program has been really special.
Yeah, it was a great day, and thanks to all that made it set up. A special thank you as well, Pardo, to Brooke Brown, our welfare manager, who did such a big job in getting everything set up for the day. You're a champion, Brooke. Thank you for all of your help, not just yesterday, but throughout the season. Moving on, Pardo, let's have a look at the Combine. You mentioned earlier on, in the end, 5 Rebels selected for Combines. We had 3 at the National Combine, of course, Aidan Domick, Jordan Johnston and Lloyd Meek. We had Cal Wellings at the State Combine, and as you mentioned, Flinny Appleby, the late call-up to the Rookie Me Combine as well, which was a first-time Combine this year. Tell us a little bit about how each of the boys went.
Well, I thought the boys tested extremely well. The last day that threw 2K for the Nationals, all the boys got personal best, so the conditioning was no issue at all. They interviewed well, and they've done their best, and that's all we can ask, and we're very proud of them.
Yeah, fantastic effort by all 5. I believe Cal didn't test, a bit of a hip flexor issue as I put my teeth back in.
Yeah, no, certainly had a bit of an injury late in the season during the futures or the young guns game. So best to not test him because results wouldn't have gone his way. But there's so much results on Kel anyway from the last 3 years from testing.
Yeah, exactly right. He's played a fair few Rebels games over his time. Fair bit else happening in Rebels land, obviously, Pardo. Bit of a restructure within the deck chairs, within the Rebels for 2017. AFL Victoria has made the Rebels coaching role a full-time role for next year.
Yeah, it's really exciting, Sean. The Murray Bush Rangers, Bendigo Pioneers, and also Gippsland Power job, coach's job is full-time. We've gone in that track the same way, but with a bit of a different tilt to it as well. We've got a regional director of coaching, so we're big on improving junior football and junior coaches across Western Victoria. So the head coach's role in Currambrin's a bit of a director's role and helping young coaches how to be the best they can. So the players coming into our program is good. So that's a full-time role. So re-advertising, see who's out there, Sean, and we should have an announcement in the next 2 weeks, I believe, Sean.
Yeah, the application's actually closing as of the time that we've put Rebels TV out, so we'll have an announcement in the next couple of weeks. It will be very interesting times as well. Still a little bit happening over the next few weeks, Pardo, of course. Some boys are very, very nervous heading into the AFL draft, but also preparations for pre-season programs for both the boys and girls TAC Cup programs for 2018.
Our invites will go the next 2 weeks, Sean, to our new Rebels for 2018 for pre-season, which will start middle of November. So working our way through our lists and speaking to particular people within the regions about who we invited in. So really excited about the next bunch coming through. It's going to be a really good, exciting part.
It certainly is. It's a great time of the year to see the enthusiasm and the excitement for all the boys and girls from throughout the regions that are coming in and trying their luck at being a part of the Rebels in 2018. That's all the time we've got for this month's Rebels TV party. We'll be back in November. It'll be mid-November, around about the time pre-season training starts and in the lead up to the AFL draft as well. So hopefully we've got some news on. We'll have the new coach on that Rebels TV episode as well. And we'll also obviously have some news on pre-season training. Pardo, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Sean.
And thank you for joining us as well once again on Rebels TV. We'll see you again in about a month's time right here.